Hello, good afternoon. Today is 24th August 2020. European ship owners, I think, have a strategic situation, geo-economical, because 50% of world business is between USA and Europe. So then we are at the core of business. No one can take away this now. How can we protect? And I believe that if we are talking about protecting, we have to talk about Finnish people. I think Susi Genji is Wolf's family is really how we Europeans have to work as personal conception of how we can defend the forest and we can defend the sea. And we have to express the utility side to the inutility side, the public side. We have to express the Central Bank of Europe. We have to express the central governments and the local governments and the province governments and the councils that please, you have to be disrupted and therefore we can have a 5% tax and protect better our area. Susi Genji is really how we can protect and preserve our land and our seas. We are in the 50% of the world business, and small and medium companies do employ 90%. We must, from ship owner point of view, express our concerns that we can employ 1.5 million seafarers, we can bring to Europe 30 billion euros. We can eliminate all the concepts of minimum wage between your country and my country. We are all wolves, are we? Or do wolves start to negotiating who has a better wage and a lower wage? You know, I can get €1 wage. I mean, that's enough. We can all talk in one currency, yes. Can that currency be digital? Yes. Do we need to have 50,000 public buildings in Spain? No. Then if there is 60,000 ships in the world, you know, why we need so many public buildings? And in France, in Germany, and everywhere. Why don't we unite completely the European market? Ship owners have to express this, to train these 1.5 million seafarers plus same amount at home and bring all this utility to Europe. Intrinsic value is huge, is 30 billion times indirect, another 10 jobs per one created, so that's 330 times 100 years. So it's so many zeros and figures, always continuous income to Europe, and then having grip of the shipping will continue, and it is one of the most ecological ways to transport goods, and therefore we must have control of this. Other countries have control over digital, yes, well, but shipping does 90% of the world transport, so we can control that. How can we control that? All the maritime companies must have a strategic low tax 5%, that way we can compete. We must be able to fire workers. Why? Because we don't want to fire workers. We want to keep workers, but we want to keep the best workers, because if we keep the worst workers, then we are done. We will not win the match. So then we must be very competitive, and you, dear ship owner, can express to the associations that they are still existing, which are probably going to be disrupted, because there's no point of having associations if we can have a video express and then we are wolves. Wolves are not members of associations, are them? Yes. So then we can get together to improve the wolf. Yes. And therefore we must work as a ship owner and employers and seafarers all united. So we express the inutility side of shore, that they must please disrupt these services. We have 5 institutions. We must have 0 institution be digital in that way, like we do in shipping. we will be the disruptors and we will not be disrupted. And this is very important message, dear ship owner. We in Candina are doing this with all the suppliers. We are doing this directly to make selection digital. With the banks, probably soon we will not use any bank. We will make all these transfers by a digital way, so we can have instant access and we can verify the compliance of the bank transfer, and no one will get any money out of this transfer. No government, no any other third party. The ship owner, your money will go direct to the pocket of the seafarer with no cost involved and instantly. Why cannot then the shore maritime companies work the same way? Why? Because if we did work like this with no fines, why are we having fines constantly from the public inutile administrations? Why are them not fired? I mean, why do we have to pay taxes for, say, we have here council, deputation, Basque government, central government, European government, 5. What are these doing? Nothing. They are not generating utility. So why can you, ship owner, please express that we must disrupt the public sector? This is time that before competitors in the digital world, as we have seen in other side of the Atlantic, start to bring all the economy to their side, then we have the transport area because we are in the center strategically, dear ship owner. But we need the help of all of us united like wolves. We must express to the inutile side that we are not going to be part of this. We are going to stop this. We are going to disrupt this. We are going to do it in shipping. Candina is doing it in shipping. We are disrupting all the sides of the shipping. Now, for example, one disrupting way is making these videos for free. And I do them, yes, daily, yes. I stop working, no. So let's do this. Let's be disruptors, and let's do it for free. Let's teach our people what we can really be good at, and let's all together, united, bring here all this income of the future generations.